Marcus Rashford is going absolutely ballistic right now, and honestly, it's making a lot of people look very, very silly. When Barcelona decided to take a gamble on a broken Rashford, bringing him to the Camp Nou on a loan deal with an option to buy, the internet went into a complete frenzy. You remember the headlines: the end of an era, a waste of wages, Deco's biggest mistake. Many journalists called it a panic move to cover for injuries. How good could Rashford really be? This was a player who looked like he had lost his soul at Old Trafford. But at 28 years old, the biggest brand in global football decided to take a chance on a player who was once the Prince of Manchester. People were saying United should have paid Barca just to take him. Well, we're getting more than just glimpses of his best now. We are seeing a reborn superstar. The transition was never supposed to be this smooth. I mean, look at the competition. With Hansi Flick's system being so demanding, that high-octane, heavy metal press, and the likes of Lamine Yamal and Rafinha already cooking, many thought Marcus would be a bench warmer deluxe. But let's look at the tactics. At United, Marcus was often isolated. He was expected to be the creator, the finisher, and the outlet all at once. At Barca, Hansi Flick has simplified his game. By playing him on the left, but allowing him to tuck inside as a shadow striker, Flick has unlocked the version of Rashford that terrified defenders in 2023. Mean his shot power? It's genuinely had me questioning how his legs can produce that much whip again. It's like he's playing FIFA on semi-pro. It reminds me of that 18-year-old Arda Güler hype we saw when Madrid first signed him. Just raw, terrifying power. But with Rashford, you've got the veteran experience to back it up. Let's talk numbers, because the spreadsheets are starting to look like a Messi-era highlight reel. In just a handful of months, Rashford has already notched 12 assists. 12. That's more than he had in his last 2 seasons in England combined. And this is where the story really starts to feel different, because Barcelona were back on the continental stage last night. Champions League lights, big expectations, FC Copenhagen arriving in Catalonia knowing they'd be under pressure from the first whistle. When all was said and done, Hansi Flick's side did exactly what elite teams do. A 4-1 win at the Spotify Camp Nou, job handled, place secured in the last 16. And rounding out the scoring, Marcus Rashford. The on-loan Manchester United man stepped up late in the game and bent a fine free kick home at the near post. Cool, precise, and ruthless. The kind of goal that doesn't just finish a match, it finishes a conversation. And it didn't go unnoticed. Barcelona star Rafinha took to social media after the final whistle, publicly showing his appreciation for Rashford, his attacking partner in crime, after the Englishman added yet another goal to his growing Blaugrana highlight reel. On Europe's biggest stage, with the pressure dialed all the way up, Rashford delivered again. In his last match against Atletico Madrid, the impact went way beyond the stat sheet. Spanish media described it as a stinging and relentlessly energetic performance, one that caused immediate problems for Atletico from the left wing. What stood out even more was the balance. While working on his defensive responsibilities exactly as Hansi Flick demanded, Rashford's attacking movement was still instrumental in breaking down a compact Atletico defense. His intelligent diagonal runs stretched the back line, pulled markers out of position, and created space when Barcelona needed it most. This came after a period of limited playing time, which made the performance even louder. In a high-stakes match that pushed Barcelona further ahead at the top of the table, Rashford reinforced his value as a genuine attacking option. Late in the game, he was still making decisive runs, still creating space, and even forced a sharp save from John Oblak on a counterattack. That's not a moment. That's a message. This is making the Manchester United board look absolutely crazy. While they struggle to find the back of the net under the Ruben Amorim regime, their problem child is currently the most dangerous winger in Spain. He's doing things at the Camp Nou that we haven't seen since a certain Brazilian named Neymar left for Paris. But now it leads us to the massive question. The winter window is closing and that permanent clause is sitting there, just $30 million. In today's market, that's a robbery. It's the price of a squad player. And Barca might have a Ballon d'Or contender on their hands. Some United fans are begging for him to come back. They think Carrick's system would suit him perfectly as one of the 2 10s, but I think things are finally different. Why would you go back to the rain, the pressure, and the toxicity of Old Trafford when you're sunbathing in Catalonia and winning man of the match every week? If Marcus Rashford keeps producing moments like this on the biggest stage, Champions League nights, pressure situations, knockout football, what does Barcelona do next? Do they activate that $30 million clause immediately, or do they wait and risk the price doubling? Drop your take in the comments. Is this the start of a true Barcelona resurgence for Rashford, or are we watching the calm before another massive career decision? If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications.